year exact, but it's one of those years. But it was the beginning of the year, which was the winter part, February, when she died. And she never did get a chance to leave the South, but one thing she did, she loved us. You know, she cooked for us. I remember Mama used to cook pans of bread. She had a big pan and a small pan. Daddy had made a long table for us to sit at, you know. We had benches for the side, for the kids, with bench on each side, and they had chairs on the end. But we just, you know, just took life one day at a time. We couldn't do anything else. Yes, and I did eat a lot of time with my fingers. You know, we loved it, you know, not that we couldn't afford no spoons and forks and stuff like that, but we was family. And she cooked. I don't think nobody can beat her cooking. My wife may be second now, you know, but mama food, can't nobody touch it. See, that's the food we learned how to eat. See, what you put before us, and ain't nobody gonna never top that. You know, we shouldn't even try, you know, because that's something that God blessed her to do. But she used to work timelessly, you know, cooking, you know, get up a wooden stove. We didn't have no gas stove like that, electric. Leave, and myself, when I got old enough, we had to go out, and I guess the older ones did it too, the boys. And boys had chores to do, and the girls had chores to do. You know, that's what I liked about them too. She taught the girls how to be young ladies, how to cook and stuff like that. And Daddy taught us how to be men. But Mama, you know, she was just something about her, you know. But God took her. You know, he saw fit to take her, you know. And I think the youngest one was about 11 months old when he took her. But I wish he could have left for about another 20 years. But I don't question him. I'm not angry about it.
She worked in the field too.
She worked in the field. Sometimes she worked until she had the baby. Wow. She didn't have time to rest. I've seen them with their legs swollen up like balloons, but they would work. Cotton sack, they would work. They had to work. They had to help out.
Mom worked from 6 in the morning to 11.
Go home.
And then break.
Yeah.
Mom go cook the beans, Mama did.
Yeah.
And then you go live for 12 o'clock, truck come back, bring
yeah.
And the children just go home and cook food.
So he was the only one that actually shot food at night in the woods?
Well, I guess the older one may have hunted before, but I wasn't big enough, old enough to know. Lee and Willie is the only one I can recollect ever being at home. And Willie, I can remember him vaguely. Lee is the one, in other words, my big brother. Because he was the older one that went, you know, until he left, you know. I think Lee was about 17, 18 when he left. And I hate to see that too, you know, because I think about 4 years younger than he is. So, you know, the difference between us. So he was that big brother, you know. But Joe, I heard Joe did some hunting, but I don't know. I wasn't even born, you know. I was about 4 years old, I think, when Henry left. And maybe 6 or 7 when Nip and Joe left. But I can remember him. We slept together, him and I, Larry and him, me and him and Larry. Then after he left, Larry, Wendell, and me. I think Lee, me, and Willie slept together for a while too.
How many bedrooms did y'all have?
We only had 1, 2, 3, actually 4 rooms in the house and a kitchen. Dad and Mama had one. I think our room was right behind Dad and Mama's, and then Belle, the older girl, and then the second room, there was 2 rooms on the east side of the house and 2 rooms on the north side, kitchen, you know, 4 bedrooms. And it was always full.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm talking about them snakes. I'm reminded of bleeding and die.
Bit him. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. Go through there. Yeah, right.
We didn't talk about it because, you know, when the candy department was real good, candy.
Yeah. That was a treat for us. We didn't get that often. We didn't get nothing like that every day. Like treats he talking about, like candy, you know, stuff like that, like kids take for granted now. We didn't get that. Not when I was coming up, not like that, you know. But I remember when he got bit by the rat came through there and bit. Got up in the bed too.
Really?
Yeah, that blood trails on the bed. You can see the whole way went through the wall and everything. But yeah, I mean, you know, them animals they was hungry like some of us was. They didn't have very much. They serious. It sounded like a joke, but they became cannibals. They started biting. And I remember one time one guy in the bed with us, and Lee had left. It was about that long. And I was laying up in there. Larry and Wendy was asleep. Wendy in the middle, Larry on the outside over there. And I felt something kept moving around my feet, you know, like real sharp, running across my toe. Wendy was kind of, he was kind of big. He grew fast. And you know, he landed. I thought maybe it was, you know, his feet was over there. Man, move your feet back. And then you lay back down and rest and relax. And all of a sudden I feel it again. And we had a string, we used to have a light. Each room had a light, right in the sun, I believe, right? Them lights that was in the room, that hanging. When we got electricity, and we had it when I was born. But I had tied a string from the light all the way to the bed, the post, the front, the corner of the bed. Well, you know, I was sleeping on the left side, and the string, you know, 'cause I controlled the light. Somebody wanted to get up, and the boys wanted to get up and use a night pail. We had what you call a night pail, slop jaw. Yeah, they didn't go outside to the outhouse. The younger kids, especially, they used the night pail. Yeah, we had that. But when I jumped up the second time, I turned the light on. I said, something wrong. I realized there had to be a rat or something down in the bed. Sure enough, when I cut the lights on, I saw the cover moving down in the foot. He jumping, you know, I was moving. He could have been trying to bite me. I don't know. But I was moving my feet. See, he couldn't grab me where he got. With his feet, you know, he had to grab when they get ready to bite something. They put their little front and they grab a hold to it and bite it. Well, he couldn't get it because I was pushing. Man, I tell you, I put that cover back and I saw him. I said, wow, rat in the bed. And Larry and them, they didn't wake right up. So he jumped out the bed and went and jumped into the chest of drawer. And then I called Shelley. When I called Shelley, she was still at home. She came in there, asked me where you go. I told her. She pulled the drawer and started moving around to cut the socks and stuff in the drawer. And she just started hitting in that area and hit him and killed him. Should have been saying what bit you, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, we had no room in the bed. Yeah. There's a lot of us, and that was our niece. See, she had came back home, you know. Parker and jumped on Bill, and you know my brother-in-law. Yeah, you know, the marriage didn't work. You know, a lot of kids, but he, you know, they would come home. That's how they got in this picture. See, Mel, and that's Betty Lou's daughter, and that's Bell's oldest daughter.
Wow.
Yeah. See, and when I saw that, I said, oh, now it's coming a little more clearer. And this Element and Clement. But they was born and raised. They was right there in the house with all of us. We were like brothers and sisters. They called Mama, Daddy. That's what they called it.
What you call community back then, strong
Yeah,
community.
so yeah, and you stuck with your family. You know, you didn't just, you know, they always had a place to go. You know, and like I tell mine, you know, as long as you respect my house, you know, I ain't gonna never let you sleep in the street. Not me. You know, I don't care how grown you get, but you gotta respect the house. You know, you respect the house, which I believe they will. You always got, cause I'm the father. I'm always gonna be the father. You know, I'm not the husband now. The husband got preeminent. You know, but if they need somewhere to stay, they can come right back here. And I ain't getting out of my bed, but you can sleep anywhere you want it. You know, on this floor on top of the table. If you want to be in the more room, you sleep on that floor, the basement floor. But you don't get in my bed. That bed is for me and Lydia. See, we don't get out of there for nobody. You know, no.
So what was your sisters like?
My
I
sister,
heard they was pretty tough and strong.
my sister was strong. They was real strong to take some of the stuff they went through.
Yeah.
You know, my older sister got 11 children. 11. I don't think she lost one. Everybody seemed to be pretty healthy. My second older sister, I believe, had 8 or 9. Betty Lou. And I think Shelley only had 2. Then Gwen had 4, all boys. Clementine had 1. Alice May had, I believe, 3. Mm-hmm. And Larry, well, I know he got Jen. He got Jennifer. Maybe another one there. I don't know. And Carol, I think she had 4 kids, a boy and 3 daughters. Yeah, and Wendell, I think he has 1 daughter. And Nook has a daughter.
2, I think.
Yeah, 2
No.
2 daughters. Right, you're right. Ruth had Kawan,
Yeah, 1 son.
and Anthony has 2 boys.
Yeah.
I believe I maybe done missed 1 or 2, but I think that's what it is.
So did you ever want to go back to Mississippi to live?
Yeah, I thought about it. I would go right now. You know,
Really?
yeah, I would go right now if I could. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't want to go back in the same environment as far as the work and the labor, and wasn't getting paid anything for it. But I would take Mississippi living any day as far as the lifestyle over this stuff here. Yeah, because we people talk about Mississippi a lot, how bad it was, but I never seen no place bad as this place. I've heard a lot of killing. I heard them say they did this to blacks, they did that, but this is a downright, this place around here just downright wicked. I mean, they kill for no reason. They ride by, shoot people, and the heat. I like the weather down there too. You know, yeah, I would go back if I could. I would go. I mean, you know, I would. I got all my family here now. Naturally, it'll bother me if I went now, but I would go. You know, if it was convenient.
So was that our land that you actually had picked cotton from, or did the white man take it from you?
We never. I don't know whether we had any land.
Sharecroppers.
Sharecroppers. Yeah, that's what we did. Now, Granddad and my grandfather. The Pool had some land, right, Lee? J.D. Pool, the Sonny Boy, we call him Sonny Boy. Didn't he have land? He had land up in Silver City, right? Yeah, my grandfather, my Pool side, he had some land. And I think Daddy may have had an opportunity to get some of it, be a part of it. He chose not to. I don't know. It's stuff I heard some of the I don't know. He did come up here for a short stay when I first came. About 2 weeks maybe, in '69.
Okay.
But he went back, and he had came prior to that, I heard, but I wasn't old enough to remember anything, you know, of that nature. So I can't really comment. Lee may can, but I can't comment on that, you know, truthfully. I just want to go by what I heard. I think he always kind of felt limitation-wise. I told you he didn't get a good education. He didn't go to school very long. No, Daddy didn't. Daddy didn't go to school long at all, but ain't nothing Daddy couldn't do. You know, God gave him, he had God gifted abilities, you know, substituted for that because it's the way he was brought up, you know. He wasn't really raised by his parents, and I don't think he was raised by his grandparents that long. But my understanding from some of the older ones, my cousin went, Ben and Ben Clark and them, and even Hank, they said Daddy was raised by his uncle. We call him Myrtle, I think her name was Myrtle. Yeah. That was they raised sisters and brothers, wasn't they? Because I think Red and Armor, they was Red Green, they was about the same age Daddy was, right? Yeah. I think this is the one I'm talking about here, y'all. Y'all got a picture of her. You know the picture there on there with Daddy? The 2 women on that picture with Daddy?
Yes.
Let me see. I think I got them. Here they are. Right.
Hold up to the camera.
Let me see. Earlene and, man, they not clear here. They got it kind of chopped off on one side of it. But you sent me the picture. Somebody sent me that picture in color.
Yeah, I did.
Somebody sent me that picture in color. Let me see. Where is it at? Let me see. You sent it. So, Joyce, I got you and Joyce. Where's the Joyce? Let me see. Joyce. Let me see. Oh, that's the, and Earlene, they was kinfolk. I don't know who this is right here. With the white on, I don't know who that is. Maybe Lee do.
Oh.
I don't know who picture that is. I almost said it kind of looked like Willie, but I don't know. I don't know who that is. No, I don't think that's. I don't know who it is. You don't know the Lee.
Put it on the camera. Maybe somebody else will recognize it.
Is that me?
Hmm?
Is that me?
Holding it.
I don't think so. No,
I don't know who that is. I don't.
So, Waymon, my father was saying that he seen like bows and arrows or artifacts around there by the house.
That little Indian head.
Yeah.
Like, we found some. I saw something when I was down there.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. There was Indian head, arrows. Yeah, we found them in the back there behind the house. Because a lot of people said there used to be a graveyard or something was back there. I don't know, but we did find stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
The Indians.
Indians graveyard.
Indians graveyard.
That's what it was. I didn't know.
Burial ground.
Yeah.
They used to live around there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. But there's a bunch of them. We used to find them all over the place, all over the place back there.
Indians own that land.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just took it away
Took it
from
away
them.
from
Yeah, them things were carved out of solid rock, because that's all it was, little, like they had cut them,
It was worth something.
like a little, yeah. Well, we didn't know. We was on that white man's place, and Mr. Seward. And see, I'm still saying Mr. Seward, right?
So what kind of man was he?
He was kind of mean out here, I never had no encounter with him, but I think he kicked one of them black guys down on one time. He was around the gin, cotton gin with the gin cotton. Kicked him, he told him to leave or something. Well, he did it to him. So now, yeah.
Okay, so I think that's probably it. You have any questions? So by you having a big, huge family like that, do you find yourself like closer to one sibling versus the other siblings? Were you like close to the oldest or close to the ones younger than you? Or how was that? I mean, how did you like fight for your mom's attention when you really needed your mother's attention when she had all those kids?
I don't know. When I grew up, I just accepted the fact that it was a big family, and she naturally gave a little more attention to the younger ones because they was younger, and the older ones taught us how to be just independent, but my brothers and sisters, I felt the same about them, but I know I was closer to leading them than I was willing them, because I was like that with them all my life practically, and the older ones. Hank used to come home all the time. Hank used to buy things for us, Hank bought refrigerator, cars. Hank did some things amazing. He stepped up to that role as an older brother. And I told my wife often, it wasn't nothing I wouldn't do for Hank. He asked for it, I had it, he got it. Because he really helped us. Used to come back every once a year, didn't he? Canton, Mississippi. Give us all money, give mom and dad money. And he supported us all through the year. He didn't have to do that, but he did. He was a good brother. And Lee was a provider in a way. He'd go out and hunt and stuff like that. And you kill animals, bring them back. I would get mad with him because I would have to clean them. Wake me up, man, at bed, 10 o'clock, or whatever, had them nails on the kitchen wall. And put them rabbits put that one this side, with his hind leg on this side, and turn them bottom up and split it. I had to clean him. And Mom and them would after Hank bought that big refrigerator and the ice box, and she would put them in there, until they got ready to eat.
You when you had to clean them?
I was about 9 or 10 when it was Hank. Nathaniel, Fannie Bell, Willie D. Jr., Betty Lou, Shelley Marie, Leandrew, Gwendolyn, myself, Waymon, Clementine, Alice Mary, Larry, Carol, Wendell, Sherry Denise. Got them?
Yes.
Auntie Rue. Okay, from Dad and Ken. Auntie Rue. Not Auntie, but Ruth Lynette. And Aunt B. Favorite probably would be Gwen.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Because I followed Gwen. Gwen followed Lee. Up there last, you fall out with somebody today, you back together tomorrow.
Like the other
Well, no. See, that's the difference in us. We wasn't born like that.
Yeah.
And thank God for that, too.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, Uncle Waymon,
That's it.
thank you so much.